Thorne. Dr. Thorne and his top team from the prestigious Evergreen Peaks Institute bring years of dedicated research and hands-on experience in men's health. We deliver insightful, heartfelt podcasts designed to optimize your health and unlock your best self. Let me ask you something no one else dares to. What if your daily stress relief, the thing that helps you sleep, stay calm, or feel like a man, is actually draining your testosterone, weakening your prostate, and silently robbing you of your vitality? I know that's not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. And more importantly, it's not too late to change. Today, I'm going to show you the real science behind how masturbation affects older men differently, and what you can do right now to reset your hormones, support prostate health, and reclaim your fire. But before we get into the good stuff, I want to give you a little challenge. Backhand index pointing right, tap that like button. Not for me, for you. Because men who take that one small action, they're saying something powerful to themselves. I still believe in my strength. I still believe in change. And I'll tell you something interesting. The men who click like on this channel, well, they tend to have better mornings, warmer hearts, and sometimes even a little unexpected joy later that day. Coincidence? Maybe, or maybe it's the universe rewarding the man who acts with hope. So go ahead, tap that like. You might just feel the shift you've been waiting for. Now let's get into it. The story of Walter, 72. A man who drank too much water. I want to tell you about a man named Walter. He's 72, retired firefighter. Big hands, big heart, still mows his own lawn. He came into my office last spring, sat down, looked me dead in the eye and said, "Doc, I drink nearly a gallon of water a day, but I still feel tired. I still can't get it up. What am I missing?" He wasn't embarrassed, just confused, because like many men he was doing the right thing, or so he thought. Drinking water, staying hydrated, avoiding soda. And yet his morning erections were gone, his drive faded. His confidence quieter than it used to be. You see, nobody told Walter what type of water, how much, and when to drink it actually mattered, especially after 60. They just said, "Drink more water," period. But for a man his age, that kind of advice can backfire. Backhand index pointing right, and let me pause here for a second because I'd love to know something. Has anyone ever told you to just drink lots of water and not explained how it affects your body at this age? If so, drop a comment below, even just a yes. Because if you've been there like Walter, you're not alone. In the next part, I'll explain what Walter was missing and why his testosterone never stood a chance as long as he followed the hydration myth. Hydration and circulation, what you're missing. Let me read you something a viewer left on a recent video. "I'm 68. I drink 3 liters of water a day, still have poor blood flow and weak erections. What gives?" Great question, and one I hear a lot. Because here's the truth most men never get from their doctors. It's not about how much water you drink. It's about when and how your body uses it. You can chug a gallon and still be dehydrated at the cellular level, where real circulation begins. Why? Because after 60, your blood vessels don't expand and contract like they used to. Your endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries, becomes sluggish. And that affects blood flow to your brain, your heart, and yes, down there too. According to Harvard Health Publishing, hydration directly affects vascular function. When you're even mildly dehydrated, the blood becomes thicker. That forces your heart to pump harder and restricts nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing and opening blood vessels, the key to natural, lasting erections. Backhand index pointing right, so what's the takeaway? Don't just drink more, drink smarter, space it out. Match it with movement. And most importantly, don't flood your body late at night and expect morning magic. Next, we'll get into something most men overlook entirely: the exact time of day your body is naturally primed to absorb water and how that syncs with your testosterone. The testosterone clock. When you drink water matters. Here's a question most men have never asked themselves. Am I drinking water at the wrong time for my hormones? Sounds strange, right? But a 2021 report from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, showed something fascinating. Testosterone levels in older men naturally peak in the early morning, then drop as the day goes on. At the same time, your body's ability to absorb and use water fluctuates throughout the day. Meaning what? Backhand index pointing right if you're chugging most of your water late at night. You're not just disturbing your sleep with more bathroom trips. You may also be missing the window when your body needs hydration most, to build hormones, circulate blood, and recover overnight. Think of it like this: your testosterone is on a timer. And water, it's one of the fuels. Use it wrong and you're revving an engine with no oil. Let me flip this around and ask you, when do you usually drink the most water, morning, afternoon, or evening? Be honest and drop your answer in the comments. You might be surprised how many men get this one simple thing wrong. Coming up next, we'll talk about a silent signal from your body, something every man notices but rarely understands. What your morning wood is really trying to tell you. Morning wood. What it really means. Let's talk about something every man over 60 has noticed, but few ever speak of: morning erections. They're not just about arousal, they're about circulation, about testosterone function, and about neurological integrity. See, when a man wakes up with a natural erection, that's his body whispering. The pipes are still working, the signal is still strong, blood is still moving. But when those mornings become rare or stop altogether, that's not just aging, that's a vascular warning sign. According to the Cleveland Clinic, the phenomenon known as nocturnal penile tumescence, or morning wood, is a reflexive action tied to REM sleep, adequate hydration, and healthy nitric oxide signaling. It has nothing to do with sexual dreams and everything to do with how well your arteries expand in your sleep. And here's where water comes in. When you're even slightly dehydrated at night, your blood volume drops. When blood volume drops, oxygen transport slows. And when oxygen slows, nitric oxide production falters and the erection reflex fails to launch. So if you've been waking up flat day after day, before blaming hormones, ask yourself, was your body given the hydration it needed when it needed it most? In the next part, I'll show you how to align your water intake with your body's hormonal rhythm, using something I call the Testosterone Clock Method. The testosterone clock: how to drink water for maximum vitality. Let's connect the dots. You already know testosterone peaks in the early morning, around 6 to 10 a.m. You also know hydration influences blood flow and nitric oxide, two things essential for natural erections. So here's the strategy I give to my patients at evergreen peaks: the testosterone clock. Drink in sync with your hormones, not against them. Droplet: here's how it works. 7:00 a.m. first glass of water before coffee. Why? Your body just went 7-8 hours dry. Jumpstart blood flow early. 9:00 a.m. another 300-400 ml with a protein-rich breakfast. This supports testosterone synthesis. 12:00 p.m. moderate hydration with lunch, avoid flooding digestion. 3:00 p.m. 1 glass to combat the natural afternoon slump, no sugar, just water. After 6:00 p.m. slow it down. Sip, don't guzzle. Late night overhydration kills deep sleep, and deep sleep equals testosterone recovery. Now I'm curious. Backhand index pointing right. How do you usually structure your water intake? Randomly? Or do you follow a rhythm? Let me know in the comments. Your routine might help another man out. And hey, if you've made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, come on, my friend. You've hydrated your body. Now it's time to hydrate your brain. Tap that subscribe button like you tap your glass in a toast. To stronger mornings and fewer bathroom trips at 2 a.m. Next, we'll expose 3 common water habits that secretly wreck testosterone. The ones no one warns older men about. 3 water habits that secretly wreck your testosterone. Let me read you a message I received last month. It was from a woman named Laura, married to a 66-year-old man named Dennis. Doctor Thorne, my husband drinks water like a champion, always has. But lately he wakes up more tired, has to pee twice a night, and things in the bedroom just aren't the same. Could it be the water? That sounds crazy, right? Not crazy at all, Laura. In fact, Dennis might be falling into one of the 3 most common hydration traps that older men don't even realize they're making. Prohibited mistake 1. Front-loading water too late in the day. Drinking large amounts of water after 6 p.m. can disrupt sleep, especially deep REM sleep, which is when your body restores testosterone. Books PubMed Review 2020 confirms that late evening hydration leads to nocturia, frequent urination at night, and lowered sleep-related hormone output. Prohibited mistake 2. Skipping water in the morning. You wake up dry, cortisol is high, blood is thick. If you wait until lunch to hydrate, you're delaying your body's natural testosterone activation window. This is a recipe for sluggishness and low drive all day. Prohibited mistake 3. Drinking ice-cold water with meals. Cold water constricts blood vessels around the digestive tract. That affects nutrient absorption, but also, surprisingly, your parasympathetic recovery system. And you need that system online to build hormones and stay in rest and rebuild mode. So Dennis, if you're watching and Laura's sitting beside you, nudging you with a smirk, you're not alone. Backhand index pointing right. These are subtle mistakes, but they compound over time. And now that you know them, you can fix them. Coming up next, we'll wrap it all together with a clear, actionable formula, and I'll share one final insight to help you start tomorrow with strength. Reclaiming strength, one sip at a time. So let's bring it all together. You've learned that water isn't just hydration. It's circulation, it's sleep, it's hormone regulation. And for men over 60, it's the simplest, most overlooked tool to reclaim your vitality. You don't need to chug a gallon before bed. You don't need expensive supplements. You need to respect your body's rhythm, honor its timing, and drink like a man who still has something worth fighting for. Let me ask you, seriously. Backhand index pointing right. Which one of these water habits surprised you the most today? Drop it in the comments. I actually read them, and sometimes I respond. Because this isn't just a channel, it's a community. Of men who don't settle. Of men who still show up for themselves and for those they love. Now before you go, let me remind you. White heavy check mark. Hit like if you felt even one moment today that made sense. White heavy check mark. Subscribe if you're ready for real answers, not just noise. White heavy check mark. Share this with a brother, a father, or a friend who needs to hear it. And if you've ever felt alone in this journey, just know you're not. May your mornings rise strong, may your nights rest deep, and may the water you drink be a signal that your best days aren't behind you. Until next time, this is Dr. Sterling Thorne. Stay strong, stay smart, stay hydrated.